It's high time that Nairobi can remain to be a capital city, but the seat of government should now be moved here in Nakuru. This is one person who has she has an exposure of both locally and internationally, and I think she's very focused to work for Nakuru people. And maybe the way things are moving, I think this is the governor who will now stand to be elected for a second term. I would want the governor to first. Yeah, my name is Adan Murugu. I'm a Nakuru city resident for the last 40 to 50 years. On this particular day of August 25, we are marking 1 year into the leadership of our current governor, Madam Susan Kihika. Before I comment further, I would want to say that we had a very peaceful election on the 9th of August last year. You know that previously we used to have problems whenever we would actually have Kenya would conduct a general election. But in this particular time of last year, we had a very peaceful election. Now, today, we mark 1 year since the governor took office. And I would want to say that we've had a we'd have a very good time with the leadership of Madam Susan Kihika. You know that at the initial stage of forming her government, there were several petitions which actually were taken to court, opposing the nomination of the person she had nominated for senior positions to the capacity of county executive committee members and also chief officer. So in as much as we would want to say that the government has achieved, I would want to believe that would have achieved more if the governor was able to put a government the next day after actually she was sworn in on this particular day last year. So what I may say is that we've had a very, very good continuity of the programs which were being undertaken by our first governor, Mbogwa, 2013-2017, and then our second governor, Liki Nyanjui, 2017 up to 2022. And the current governor, she has actually taken upon herself to be able to complete all the ongoing projects that actually may impact on service delivery for our people. I may say that Nakuru is now a city, and within the last 1 year we've had so many investors coming, showing interest to maybe wanting to come and invest here, in a way also to create jobs for our people, and also positively injecting in the Nakuru economy. So the enabling business climate that actually we are getting from this government is actually good both for the well-established business and also for the informal sector. Me, as one person who has lived in this place my entire life, I would want to say that good governance is actually is a very critical aspect of development, and this is actually now what every Nakuru person can attest to this. Going forward, you see, like the president has been here for the last 5 days. I would want Kenya to take the example of Tanzania, which moved the state, the capital city of governance, from Dar es Salaam to Dodoma. It's high time that Nairobi can remain to be a capital city, but the seat of government should now be moved here in Nakuru, because you know this place we are centrally located, and we have all the residents of Kenya, all the communities reside here, and people live here peacefully. So what I would want going forward in the next maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 years is actually the seat of government be moved from Nairobi, and actually the president can be able, all the government ministries actually are relocated to Nakuru here, so that due to our central position, we'll be able, the Kenya Kwanza government, going by the manifesto of the president, we could be able to serve, the government could be able to serve Kenyans well if maybe the seat of government is actually moved from Nairobi to Nakuru, but then Nairobi remains as a capital city. this is maybe what I may have to say today. We are very happy as Nakuru people. We are marking 1 year into the government of Madam Susan Kihika. And, this is one person who has, she has an exposure of both locally and internationally. And I think she's very focused to work for Nakuru people. And maybe the way things are moving, I think this is the governor who will now stand to be elected for a second term. Because, the last two governors did 5 years each. This is a governor who stand a high chance of being elected 2027, and this actually may be a sign of good times and good things for Nakuru people to come. I would want the governor to first would want in terms of governance. Governance is actually very key. All the people who actually have been appointed for various senior positions, I would want them to sign performance contract so as to ensure that if you actually appointed a minister, accounting minister of finance, you will be able to ensure that we are able to use all the money you are getting from the national government, and whatever you collect as local taxes, that money is actually put into good use to be able to offer services maybe across sectors, including health, transport. You can see the matatus are moving around, and people want new modern markets, would want street lighting, and also the issue of actually security is actually very key here in Nakuru. With the current number of counties at 47, what some people are proposing that Nakuru should be split into two. We as Nakuru people, we have not been actually consulted on the same. So this is an idea we are not going to support. We are not going to support an idea that is actually coming externally from other people who actually don't know. They are actually they aren't even consult Nakuru people. We are comfortable with the 47 counties, the current 47 counties, and those who want to create new counties because of maybe their political interest or ethnic interest, that is not the way to go. Kenya is actually is a very important country both for Africa and the world, and so the issues about ethnicity and maybe somebody want to take over power to become a governor, that should actually be that's not a good motivation to be able to serve our people. We are very comfortable with our 47 counties, and we as Nakuru, we are very happy to be in the league of 47 counties in Kenya, and maybe these are just the way to go. But then if maybe we could have an IBC that may review boundaries for members of parliament and county assembly members, that one we agree with that. Maybe you can review the boundaries of constituency and maybe the wards, but then we retain the 47 counties, Nakuru being one of them. Thank you. We are very happy as Nakuru people. We are marking 1 year into the government of Madam Susan Kihika, and this is one person who has she has an exposure of both locally and internationally, and I think she's very focused to work for Nakuru people, and maybe the way things are moving, I think this is the governor who will now stand to be elected for a second term.